Come and sit in a cross-leg position if that's comfortable for you. Prop your hips up a little bit. And if you prefer to kneel, virasana will work too, or even sitting on a chair. Let's take a moment, a breath into the belly. And as you breathe out, drop your head down, keep your shoulders back. And take a breath here with your head heavy, releasing the back of your neck. Keep the eyes closed now and just start to roll your head over towards your shoulder. And then around and down. Now, as you do this, so we're just doing these sort of semicircles, rolling the head forwards and then over to a shoulder. As you do this, keep the shoulders relaxed and let the focus come to your breath. Feel the breath slow down and deepen. Our practice today is going to focus a little bit around the neck, the shoulders, the upper back. So notice here and now any tension you're carrying in your neck. And any tension that's made its way into the jaw. Relax your mouth. And eventually let your head come on down again. And on an inhale, lift the chin up to the sky, opening the front of the throat. Then bring it on back just to the center. Let the left hand come down to the ground. Let's take the right arm up and over for a little side stretch here and just pause. Breathing out, be here. Feel the ground under you, a firm grip through the hand. And take another big breath in now to the right rib cage. As you breathe out, sweep the arm down across your body and let that hand come to the ground. We'll go to the other side. So breathing in, let the arm come up and over. And as you breathe out, feel all the parts of you that are in contact with the earth. Get down into those roots. And then breathing in, expand. Rolling the arm down in front of you. And across now. We're going to sit with the legs in a simple cross leg. So if there any other way, let's go for that now. We might even come off our prop. We're going to breathe in, flex the toes, and on the out breath, go forwards over the legs. So let the legs move a little bit ahead of you. Have a little triangle of mat between your shins and your hips. Now take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, dive in a little deeper, relax your neck. Now just walk the hands over towards one side. So you're taking the forward bend over one leg. Stay here, anchoring into the sit bones and breathing into the back. Take it across the other way and see how it feels. Relax the face. And back to the middle, one more breath. As you breathe out, go ahead and bow down as deep as the hips will let you. Breathe in, we'll come up. And breathe out. Good. So we're going to make our way up onto the feet into a standing forward bend as we go. So come to your hands and knees, shift your hands in front of your knees, and then lengthen the backs of the legs, lifting the hips up. Drop your head down, hands to the earth. Let the face relax. Feel the weight of the upper body hanging from the hips. One more breath. So we're really trying to let go around the neck and shoulders. Now bend the knees, uncurl some of the way, keeping the head and the arms hanging. Now here, just try lifting and lowering each shoulder in turn, kind of flossing your spine as you keep unwinding Rolling your way up. Gradually uncurling all the way to the top. Let's breathe in and stretch the arms up. And breathe out, bring the hands together, draw them down to the heart. Bring a hand to your chest, a hand to the belly. Close the eyes if you can and feel a breath. Come into the belly, expand to the ribs, up into the chest. Hold it for a second and empty it out slowly. Feel it. Now let the hands go. We'll let the eyes open. Grab your strap or your belt or your scarf, whatever you've got. I found a scarf I was about to put in my second-hand box, and I'm keeping it now for my yoga scarf. Really handy. Anything like that will work. So we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart. We're going to breathe in, lift the arms up. Now, if you find this is too intense, you can do just one arm at a time. So you breathe out, you bring your hands back. Try not to bend your elbows. Try to give yourself more distance between the hands if you need it. Breathe in, bring it up. The other thing that works really well is a stretchy band. You know, those ones, bring it down in front as you exhale. So you're going to keep going. You've got it. Moving with your breath. Giving yourself as much distance between the hands as you need. And as we do a few more rounds of it, you'll find that maybe you can bring the hands closer together. If there's an awful lot of tightness in the shoulders, and this is just way too intense, you're not getting the hands over the head, you can do the same thing without the belt, one arm at a time. So if you were doing it without the belt, it might just be one arm, opening into those circles one at a time, you know. Let's go a couple more times. And so on this last one, if you can bring your hands a little bit closer together, go for it. And keep the ribs drawing in. Keep the head and the neck in line with the spine. One last lift and lower of the arms. Good. Let that come down. We leave that belt aside for now. Interlace your fingers behind you. Breathe in. Draw your hands back and down. Now bend your knees. And let's go forwards. Down over the legs. Hands rising off the back. Yes and no with your head. And a little play with the legs here. So let's bend one leg deeply, shifting the weight towards that side to stretch the other. And take one more breath. Let the hands go. Hands to your shins. Breathe in, lift halfway. And walk on out, downward dog. Get the hands firm on the earth, and let's take a breath in. Pull your hips up and back. And as you breathe out, drop your head. Yes and no with the head. Come forwards to plank, breathing in. Might shift our hands a little forwards for that. Breathe out, lower. Chaturanga. Knees first or straight legs. Come down. Interlace your fingers behind as you float into locust. Breathing in. Breathe out. Stay in locust. Put the hands on the floor, ready for cobra. Rise. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Downward dog. We'll bring our feet together. Breathe in and lift the right leg up. Now bend your knee as you breathe out. Just hang that heel over to the left a little bit. Take another big breath in. Let that hip open. And then take the foot forwards between the hands. Put the knee down. Now, if you'd like to bring a cushion under your knee here, you could, because we're going to take quite a lot of weight into the legs. So we're going to come up. Breathe in. Lift the arms up to the sky. And then breathe out, hands to your hips. So keeping now the left hand on the hip, let's bring the right arm up and overhead, and then sweep it across the body, across your waist, and that hand to your hip. Left hand now, your palm faces out, comes up and over, across the body, and back to the hip. Again, so inhale. If it's too strong in the hips, we back off. And as we exhale, we can drop the hips a little deeper. One more time, left side. Inhale, up, over, and exhale. Now on this one, same thing. See about letting the left hand come down towards the floor as the right hand rises overhead. Other side. Now that might be too much. Fingertips of the right hand reaching towards the floor. Okay, put the right hand on the back of your hip, lift your left hand up to the sky, back off a little bit, hold the back of your head, breathe out, drop the hips a little deeper. Take a big breath in, head into your hand. Now breathe out, let go, hands to the floor. We're going to curl the back toes under, lift up the back knee, breathe in, straightening that front leg as much as you can. And then breathe out, just bow over it. So you can be on the ball of the back foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Now breathe in, step back into plank. Breathe out and lower down, chaturanga. This time choose your back bend. You could choose locust, you could choose cobra, you could come to upward dog. Back to downward dog. Feet together. Inhale, left leg up. We bend the knee at the top as we exhale, starting to send the heel to the right. So as we inhale, go higher with your knee, have a little look under your right armpit for your foot, and then step the foot through. Exhale. Cushion under the knee if you like. Bring it on down. So let's get nice and stable through the base. Take another breath just there. And then inhale. We'll bring both arms up to the sky. That's it. Now exhale. Hands to the hips. And we begin. We keep the right hand on the hip. We'll let the left arm come up and over. Feel a little bit of a side bend and then bring it across your waist back to your hip. Good. Inhale. Right arm up and over. Nice for the hip flexor. And across the body. Nice. Slow it down. Inhale. Left hand. Exhale. One more just like that on the right hand. Inhale. Exhale. And on this round, and it's an option, we lift the left hand, we let the right fingertips head towards the floor. Across and down. Good. Now the other side. Inhale. So the right hand rises up and over, sweeps across the body. Now, put the left hand on your hip and lift your right hand up to the sky. Bend the arm, hold the back of your head. Now breathe in, pull your hips up and back a little bit to ease off. And as you breathe out, go deeper through the hips. We're going to take one more breath. Let the head lie back into your hand. And now breathe out, let your hands come down by your foot. You could always use blocks if you want to here. Turn the back toes under, lift up the back knee, pull the hips back, straightening the front leg as much as you can. And then bow over that leg, exhale. I'm going to stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale. We're on the ball of the back foot. Exhale. So last one, if you need to keep a little bend in the front knee, do. As you exhale, let the hips pull back a little bit more. Bending the front knee, let's go forwards. Inhale and exhale here. Okay, let's go to plank. Inhale. Chaturanga as we exhale. Or choose your wise back bend. What feels good today? And then back, downward dog, exhale. Take a breath. Long breath out. Walk the hands down the mat towards you. Hands to your shins. We'll breathe in, lengthen halfway. And now we'll hang down, hold the elbows, pull them forward so the arms frame the head. A little bit of give in your knees, let them soften. Breathe here. But now let go. Bend the knees, inhale, uncurl. We'll come all the way up, stretch open and up to the sky. And then draw the hands, exhaling to the heart. Take a breath. Be here in your body. Close the eyes. Let the hands go. We let the eyes open. Take a wide step on your mat and turn your toes halfway out, 45 degrees. Breathe in. And as we breathe out, we bend the knees and let the hands come down to the legs in what I think of as my farmer stance. And I don't know why, like making a deal. Take a breath in and lift the chest, lengthen to the head. That's it. Knees wide, keep them wide, and bring your left shoulder in, your right shoulder back, and twist the upper body. Now what happens here is the left knee wants to come with us. So push it back, keep the hips open, and go a little deeper through the upper body. Take another breath. Back to the middle. Breathe in. If you want to straighten up, ease off the legs, do. Otherwise, stay here and we go straight into the other side. So you're pressing your right knee back. Right shoulder comes in, left shoulder back, but keep the length in the front of the body. Nice long spine. Good. Chest up. One more breath. Back to the middle. Good. Straighten up. Now turn your heels out. So the little toe edges of your feet are parallel. Interlace your fingers. Breathe in. Open the chest. And then fold forward. So make sure your feet are parallel. Little toe edges of your feet parallel to the ends of the mat. Hands up off the back. Drop your head. Soften your knees a tiny bit. And notice what happens. Breathe into what's happening. Feel the sensations from the feet to the hips, to the shoulders, to the face. One more breath. So we're not pushing, we're not straining, but as we exhale, we're open to going a little deeper. Maybe the crown of the head starting to just brush against the earth. Let the hands come down. Let the heart and the head lift up. So we inhale, halfway up, straight arms. Now spin around to the back of your mat. Okay, you're going to put your knee down. Now, whatever foot you're looking at there, you're going to turn that out. Put the opposite hand firm on the ground and put your hand against your knee. Push your knee away from you a little bit. Lean back a little. Then take the hand from the knee and reach it around towards the leg behind you. You could stay here, or if it's available to you, to bend the leg and catch your foot, hold your foot. Push your foot into your hand. Feel this sense of bow pose, opening through the chest. Now let go, bring your hand down inside your foot, turn the back toes under, lift up your knee. We're going to walk our way around, hands coming around to the top of the mat and the back knee down to the floor. Okay. So anchor your hand as you turn the foot you're looking at out to the side. Put the hand on that side against the knee. So one hand on the ground to support you, the other hand against your knee, and you're leaning back a little. Now, the hand from the knee reaches around. This is about the upper back, so just be careful of your sacrum. You don't want to feel tweaking in the sacroiliac joint. Can you go ahead and bend the back leg? Hold your foot, maybe. It's not always possible, so do what you can. Take another breath now. Really press the foot into the hand. And then let go, bring your hand down inside your front foot. Take that front foot back so that we come to our knees, hands out ahead of us. For Anahatasana, almost like a little mini downward dog. Breathe out, pull your hips up and back over your knees and bow the heart towards the earth. Breathe in, now rounding upwards, draw your head in, lift away from the floor. Breathe out and go deeper. Hips up and back, hands firm, elbows straight. One more, coiling up, rounding like cat pose. And then diving on deeper. Be careful, you're not pushing down through your shoulders. Feel like you're getting longer. Don't strain. Elbows on the earth, we'll breathe in, shift forwards, forearm plank, lift the knees. And breathe out, heels back, head forwards. Hold it, breathe in, and just soften the backs of your knees, bending them a little bit. Now hold that. Feel the strength in your core. And then breathe out, let the legs come on down, point the toes back. Upward puppy, elbows quite far ahead of you, in front of the shoulders a tiny bit. Breathe in. Now imagine you're dragging your hands towards you. Pull the heart up. Breathe out, let's come down and bend the knees. Reach back and grab your feet. Now if you can't reach them, just pretend you can. Do it like that, modified bow. If you can get them, we'll go for it. You ready? 3 breaths. So breathe in to rise. And when you breathe out, soften. Relax your neck. And notice as you rise into it, that you're not jutting your chin forwards or up. It's coming through the chest. One more. And then release. Hands to the earth. Let's come to cobra. Inhale. You might even take it to upward dog if that feels good for you today. Downward dog. Breathe here. So walk up your mat a little bit now. Breathe in and bring your hands to your shins, lengthen. And now as we breathe out, loop your first 2 fingers and thumb around your big toe. So we're going to breathe in, hold on there. Look ahead of you. Now as you breathe out, bend your elbows wide and drop your head. This is Padangusthasana. So the first 2 fingers, your index finger and middle finger, come between the big toe and the next toe, and then under it, under the big toe. The palms are facing each other. And the elbows drop out to the side. Soften the back of your knees. And drop your head. Let's take one more breath. And now, keep the hands there. Let's breathe in, straightening up halfway. Long arms, long spine. And then let the hands go. Let's take our feet a bit wider. Come down to a squat. Turn your toes out a bit. That's it. And head towards the floor. Good. Take a breath. Elbows inside your knees. We're going to sit deep in the squat. Okay, now bring yourself to sit right down on the floor. And we're going to take our left leg under the right, foot to the outside of your hip, your right leg over the top, Ardha, matsyendrasana. We turn right, left arm wraps around, right hand behind you on the ground. Keep the right foot firm. Take another breath and really feel this as you exhale. Wind through the upper back all the way to the top of the neck. Come back around to the middle. And now take your leg, your top leg further around so that the knees stack together and the feet point out to the side. Now you might need a block or a cushion under the hips. And for what we're about to do with the arms, we won't need the belt again. I know I do on one side. I think it's this side. So here we go. Right arm out, and that folds around behind you, behind your back. That's it. Encourage it up with the left hand a bit. Left hand up to the sky. Bring it back and down behind. Now there's where I need my scarf or strap. You drop it down from the top hand to the bottom hand. Breathe here. Shoulders are a funny thing. They need a lot of attention and minding. Breathe into what's going on here. One more breath. And then let go. Bring your hands down. Now, if your legs are still happy to do this, we're going to fold forwards. If the legs have had enough, straighten them out for this forward fold. Hands on the earth. And kind of push back into your hips a little bit. One more breath. Rise up on an inhale. Lean back, uncross the legs, and let's set up the twist on the other side. So right leg underneath, left leg over the top, and the foot to the floor to begin. Right arm wraps around, left hand behind. Now breathe in from your sit bones, rise up. Breathe out and twist around. So for both of these, and in particular gomukasana, the second bit, a block under the hips or a rolled up blanket can be really helpful. Let's see how we go. We'll take one more breath here. Twisting through the upper back, right into the neck, turn the head. Come back. Good, now draw your leg around, gomukasana, cow face pose. Knees together, feet point out. Stick a block in under the hips if you like. Now we take our left arm out, thumb down, and then bend it back behind you. And up onto the back, you can help it with the other hand. Right hand up and drop it back. Use that belt again if you need it, or hold the hands together. Let the eyes close. Deepen the breath. One last breath. And let go gently and come to a forward bend, either keeping your legs as they are, if that's okay, or stretching them out in front of you to release them. Hands to the earth. Send some weight back into your hips and drop your head. Take one more breath. And keep the eyes closed as you breathe in. Come back up. And breathe out. Sit. Pause. Nice. Legs out. Release them. Okay, Savasana time. Yay. Grab your socks and jumpers and your props. So if you have a bolster and you have a couple of blocks, set your 2 blocks up to support the bolster and pop the knees up on that. Make a little house for your legs. A cushion for under your head. So the legs are like that, the knees up, the feet dangling the other side. Come back, head on the cushion, arms out wide. Ah, glorious. Feel the breath now come and go. And we're going to take one more controlled deep breath in. So as you breathe in, feel the belly expand. Keep breathing in. Feel the ribs open. Keep breathing in, filling the space in the chest. Hold the breath. Breathe it out slowly. Feel the body coming in, contracting. When all the breath is gone, hold it out for a moment. And then as you're ready, let the next breath just come in to fill the space and leave as it does, letting it do its own thing. Now do that one more time without my words and see if you can keep your mind on the breath. One slow, controlled one, then one that just comes and goes on its own, with pauses in between. Now feel the breath come and go on its own. Let go of doing. Feel the shape of your body, the ground underneath you. Drop into that support. And feel where the head is resting. Let the head get heavier, relaxing it into the earth, like sinking into a soft pillow, or maybe it is. Become aware of the breath in your nose. And let the eyes relax into their sockets. Take a moment to really feel the muscles in and around the back of the eyes, letting go. The softening of the muscles around and over the eyes. Softening of the space between the eyebrows. Feel this space broaden. And let the forehead relax. Feel the easing of your temples back towards your ears. And the subtle release of the ears towards the back of the head. From behind the ears, relax your jaw. Feel the upper and lower teeth separate. And the muscles in and around the mouth soften. Feel the cheeks relax. The gentle breath coming and going through your nose. Feel the whole face breathe. Whole face relaxing, vibrating, pulsing with energy. Feel the skin on the scalp soften, loosening its grip on the head. And let the head sink deeper. As your head settles deeper, Feel the effect on the neck and shoulders. Let the awareness flow down into the arms, hands, and fingers. The sense of letting go spreading to the fingers. This feeling of letting go spreading down from the head, through the neck and shoulders, down and through the whole body. Feel the whole body resting, breathing. Savasana. Notice the sounds around you. The feeling in your body. Take a deeper breath into the belly. As you let the breath go, try to press the back of the waist towards the earth. Roll your kneecaps towards the ceiling. Hold the pelvis steady as you bend one leg at a time, bringing the foot to the bolster or the earth. Relax. And then roll on over to your side. Take a moment, even a breath on your side. And then come up slowly. Find a seat. And just sit with the palms facing up, the hands resting in the lap. Close the eyes. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your hands together. Feel them come together in front of the heart. Now bring to mind someone or something that you feel really grateful for today. Let's breathe in, stretch up to the sky. Gather the hands together, breathe out, draw down to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.